Also fog on the countryside, on the landscape. It's here that the Seine River is entering inside the ocean. Yes, it's very nice to see the countryside with fog. So you know that the Seine is the name of the river crossing Paris from east to west and divided the city in two parts. In the north, you have the right bank, in the south, the left bank. So you can see some chaos of Normandy. Can you see it on the right? There are 6 million head of cattle in Normandy, and the cows in Normandy are brown and cream. And the breed is used for both milk and beef, with an accent on the milk production. The milk is particularly suitable to make cheese, and they are very good quality of cheese. Headquarters and offices. It's not a residential area. And we are crossing the Seine River. A nice view of the Eiffel Tower. It's here that we will make a stop for your free time, 2 hours of free time, but after the sightseeing tour of Paris. Before, you will have a sightseeing tour to visit Paris to see. And this one was given by the Americans to celebrate the 100 years anniversary of the French Revolution. To celebrate the Bastille Day on the 14th of July 1789. And our Statue of Liberty is looking in direction of the American Statue of Liberty. On the side of the arc, you can see two groups of statues representing the war and the peace.
One small stop, please.
Yeah, one more round.
Thank you.
For you.
Okay, so you can take pictures of the arc. It's also here that the Tour de France cycle race finish here on the Champs-Élysées Avenue. On the left side you have Gerlach Saulius. It was an hospital created by King Louis XIV in the 17th century. He was the first king to help war-wounded soldiers. And he built a hospital. Nowadays, you still have a park. It's a burial area reserved for soldiers. It's here that you have the tomb of Napoleon I. Here you will see the Concorde Square, but it's impossible to go to the Concorde Square because actually there is the Rugby World Cup, so you will see the place from the bridge, but we could not go inside of the square. In the center of the square, you will see the obelisk of Luxor, which came from Egypt 3,000 years BC, from the temple of Luxor in Egypt. And then you have two buildings dating from the time of the King Louis XV. Built by the famous architect Ange Gabriel. In the first building you have the Navy headquarters. It's actually turned into a museum. The Orangerie Museum, it's here that there are 2 rooms dedicated to the water lilies of Claude Monet. And this large park here on the left is the Tuileries Garden. It was designed by André Lenôtre, the landscape gardener who designed the gardens of Versailles. You will see also a nice flower market of the city. It was occupied by the German army, of course, during the World War II. And Paris was liberated on 25 of August 1944. Here a large building. It's the Radio France house. It was built.
Houses from the wine merchant in the past, but now everybody wants to come and live in the Chartrons. It's very expensive, overlooking the river, not far from the center. Everything is from the 18th century. Besides those 2 houses now, those twin houses, they date from the 17th century. They were built by a French wine merchant, and it's still a French wine merchant family that lives inside. Few wine merchants families are still here in the Chartrons, in this district. Just few of them. There were wine merchants coming from Northern Europe, UK, like the Rothschild, England, the Bartons, Ireland, the Schiller, Germany. So there was 2 Bordeaux. The Protestant Bordeaux here. There was a Protestant temple here and an Anglican church here in the Chartrons, in the district. Speaking English was the main language, wine merchants, and then the Catholic Bordeaux with the churches a little bit further away. Voilà, we are going to come to a square where there is a carnival going on. Normally it's a square that is most of the time empty, a big square. One of the largest square in Europe. Normally the square is empty, but we use it for carnivals, fairs, flea markets, etc.
You will see another very famous monument in Paris. The name is the Panthéon. You will discover here on the left. It was at the origin a church built by the King Louis XV in the 18th century, and then it was turned into a Panthéon. It means a burial place for famous people. It's built like a Greek cross. In the center of the cross you have a huge cupola. So it's a burial place for famous writers, for example Voltaire. You have also Victor Hugo, who are buried there. And also famous, yes, there is a wedding. You see the bride is coming. So we are turning around the Panthéon. You have also famous people like resistance, like of the Second World War, like Jean Moulin, for example. And Josephine Baker, the American Josephine Baker, dancer, famous dancer, is buried here in the Panthéon. She was a secret agent during World War II. And she wrote a very nice song, I Have Two Love, My Country and Paris. I'm sure you know this song. And she's the only American woman buried there in the portrait. Here on the right side, a nice church, Saint-Étienne Church. Did you see the Woody Allen film, Midnight in Paris? It was the church of the film. So now we are driving along the Saint-Joseph Library. For the students of the Latin Quarter, you can see the long line of students at the entrance of the library. And here, that's a part of the Sorbonne University. So here, it's a part of the Sorbonne University, and on the other side, the same architecture is the town hall of the 5th district of Paris. It's here that you have a wedding. And now we are going down the little hill, Saint-Joseph Hill. We are in the Rue Soufflot. Soufflot is the name of the architect who built the portrait during the time of King Louis XV in the 18th century. On the left bank and the 16th district where we are actually. The name of the bridge is Bir Hakeim Bridge. It's the name of French victory during World War II in North Africa.
All good for all? C'est bon? All good? Thank you.
Picture is